Hey everyone, it's Phoebe here on the Bear Change weekly news briefing, What's Hot in Climate Change, that we do every Friday to keep you updated with the latest on climate change news. All right, first order of business, number one for this week. In response to the United States pulling out of the Paris Agreement, a company down in New Zealand has taken the initiative to plant trees all around the world and name it Trump Forest. So how it works is that you buy a pledge from this company and then they will either plant a tree for you or you can plant a tree yourself and add to this forest. So far, they've had over 120,000 pledges. So the main initiative for this campaign is because, yes, he pulled out of the Paris Agreement, but it's also in response to President Trump's executive orders and rollbacks on environmental protection laws. I'd much rather go camping in a Trump forest than be caught dead in one of his hotels. So check out the website here and let's make Trump Forest go global. And number two for this week, speaking of trees, there are flying robotic drones that are planting trees in Myanmar. These drones can plant up to 100,000 trees a day. And their goal is to plant 1 billion by the time it's done. This is literally something like straight out of a science fiction movie where flying robotic drones with trees are literally like shooting them into the ground like pew pew pew, trees. Okay, and number three this week, the month of July was the hottest month ever recorded. Yep, that's right. Across the globe, out of all of the months ever that there were humans recording temperatures. Shit. And the second hottest month that was ever recorded was last year, 2016, the month of July. So here we have it, folks. 2 years in a row, same month, shit's getting hotter, but global warming isn't real. So the rising temperatures on average were 1.4 degrees Celsius higher than normal. But climate scientists have been warning us that if we hit 2 degrees on average higher, then we're screwed. So just keep that in mind for whenever you talk to a climate change denier. When they say that it's normal for the world to be heating up, just say, yeah, but there's still something we can do. Okay, and number four for this week. Our dear friend, President Trump, just green-lighted Arctic drilling in Alaska, compromising the health of our environment, as well as putting polar bears back at the top of the extinction. Offshore drilling like these operations are extremely dangerous and have a 75% chance of spilling and contaminating the local waters. Why is this a good idea? The company responsible for this is called Hillcorp, and the state of Alaska really doesn't like these guys. But because of our president, they're able to strong-arm their way into getting that Arctic goods. Not cool. All right, and last but not least, number five for this week. For all you beer lovers out there, just know that climate change might take away the ingredients to your tasty suds. So the hops plant that makes your beer oh so tasty is at risk due to high temperatures and droughts, and that it's experiencing extremely high shortages. So farmers in the state of Washington and Oregon and Idaho, where majority of the crops are grown, the farmers are extremely concerned because no hops, no beer. And no beer, well... All right, so I'm going to wrap it up with that. I've talked about trees, I've talked about the Arctic, and most of all, talked about a warming planet, which is going to suck on a super hot day when you want to crack open a cold one and you can't. Thanks, global warming. All right, well, remember, climate change is hot and it's cool to care. So let's make this planet cool again. Follow us here at Bear Change on our YouTube as well as on our blog, bearchange.org.